Hi guys, welcome to my new video. Today I'm gonna be showing you a lot of tweaks, and all these tweaks have one thing in common. They are all downloaded from the basic Big Boss repo. So this is my homage to the greatest repo there is on Cydia. So everything you can download from this basic Cydia repo, which is by default installed and ready to be used on your iPhone the first time you jailbreak it. So let's go. The first one is Accent. Accent is a tweak which changes the colors of throughout the settings. You can change the color of your, let's say these notches here, these ticks, settings, everything is purple in my case. So it goes throughout your settings and throughout your system. As you can see, so these are, you see how the messages look like. So this is Accent. The next one is Anilaunch. So this tweak gives you the animation when you launch any app. So you see, this one is doing this little dance before it's being, started. So kind of nice for those who like these sorts of things. The next, AnsweringMachine XS or XS. So this is a great tweak if you want people to hear your message like an traditional answering machine. If you are busy or something else, you can enable answering machine and you can record your message, so everybody who cannot reach you can leave you the message. It's a very cool tweak. Aporeo is the tweak which enables low power mode once your iPhone is plugged in to charge, and it enables faster charging. Plus you have few other options. You can have a custom percentage when you want low power mode to be on. You can put 50% and it's gonna be set up for 50%. So this is Aporeo. The next one is called AquaBoard. AquaBoard gives you this nice animation. Once you scroll through your windows, wherever you touch it, you can see like the water running around you. So it's pretty cool tweak. Just a little bit of warning, pay attention that it doesn't consume too much of your battery. The next one is Arkrome. And Arkrome does not do much except for giving you the percentage in your battery icon for the notched devices. Again, this is a free tweak and it's on Big Boss repo. However, you have to know that there are other tweaks that do these things as well. So it's up to you to choose. For example, alternative for this is Digital Battery 13. So whoever likes it, enjoy it. The next tweak gives you all sorts of customizations. It's called Artemis. So this Artemis, as you can see, you can hide home bar indicator. You can make the dock to be transparent, as it is in my case here. So you can do all sorts of small customizations, whether you so it's similar to Springtomize and links that I showed before. However, this is on Big Boss and it's free and it's working very fine on 13.5. The next tweak is Batchomatic. I've already shown you this tweak before, but since it's working on 13.5 and plus it's on Big Boss repo and plus it's free, I wanted to just show you again. So it works within Cydia, and when you go to the search, you will see this like a wheel button, so you can do many things with your installed tweaks. So you can remove all tweaks, you can remove all repos, you can pack all of these tweaks, you can install deb files, which basically are the files that tweaks come in, so you can back up them, etc, etc. So it's a very useful tweak for Cydia application. Next one is BatteryLife, and it again works on 13.5. You get it now, you get a new icon here, and it works like an app. It just gives you few more info about your battery of your phone. The next one is BioProtectXS or 10S. So this tweak is a well-known tweak, and it gives you the option to lock your to lock your apps with Face ID or your passcode, whatever your device supports. So when you try to open any app, let me try and open Alt Store, you see it doesn't give you. So not everybody can open the applications which are preset to be protected by BioProtect. Next week, I already shown this before, and it's a must-have, CallBar XS or CallBar XS, I don't know how you call it. So it just gives you different look of your incoming or outgoing calls. For example, when you want to call someone, this is the menu it's gonna appear. If you set it up like I did, which is iPhone 10, I believe, you can also swipe to the right to remove it. And when you call somebody, it's gonna be like here, and if you reach a call while you're working on something, it's not going to be intrusive on the whole screen, so you can continue working whatever you're working on but still answer the call. The next one is very simple. It's called CastSwitcher, and it just gives you this. So it gives you a different view of your switcher, and it reminds you of iPad switcher, the new iPad switcher in the new iOS 13. Instead of CastSwitcher, I can also recommend NewGridSwitcher, which does basically the same thing. Following tweak is CCModules, and you notice something different with my control center. So I have apps and other settings here set up. I can turn it to safe mode, I can respring, reboot my device, I can open Cydia from here, I can lock it. Initially you cannot do it without this tweak, which is CCModules. However, when you install it, you will be prompted to install also CCSupport, so go ahead and install if you like, and you can set any app to be started from the control center. The next tweak is called Choicy, and this tweak gives you this little option here where you can launch your applications without the tweaks, without tweaks injection. So this is not a jailbreak detection, it doesn't work for this, but if your application is creating issues or there is something wrong with tweaks, or I don't know what can happen, you can launch them like without any tweaks involved. So it's Choicy. Cylinder is a well-known tweak, and it basically does this. So it animates your icons when you go from one screen to another, and I don't think there are many things to be explained about this tweak. Is old school tweak, Cylinder. Dawn is the tweak which can basically make your notifications look differently. So I showed it before, you can set them up. I set them up to be dark all the time, whether I put the dark mode on or not, they will always look dark on your home screen. So let's try one. I'm gonna send a message to myself. Let's see how they look. This is day mode, right? So you can see it's always black, which is kind of cool. So this is dawn. Next one is DayNightSwitch, and it's kind of self-explanatory. You can enable it, and then whatever you enable, you will see this day icon. When you disable it, it's gonna become like a night icon. So it goes throughout the system, sorry. So when you go wherever you go, see, this is night, this is day, etc. So this is day-night switch. The next tweak is called delete contact. It's not free tweak, but it gives you very nice options. So you can delete the contacts right from the, you don't have to go to inside, you go inside and then you need to click edit, you need to delete it. So it's kind of a hassle. Also, you can do this, you can click on this and then you can select to delete all of your contacts. However, there is a bug. So you can see instead of one circle, we have two circles, but this works very nice. So you can even select which contacts to delete, and you can delete them with one click. Dockify is a tweak which customizes your dock. So instead of using 5-icon dock or something else, you can use Dockify. You can make a transparent dock, you can hide the dock, you can change the height of the dock, number of icons on the dock, and that's basically it. FastLS is a tweak which I already shown before. Still, it's on Big Boss and it's free, which gives you the option just to click once and you can lock your device. FastForwardTime is a tweak which gives you one of the options is to have the seconds on your lock screen, on your clock. Additionally, you can adjust the size of the font. However, there is no making it smaller. You can only make it bigger, unfortunately. And then you can select and you can change the position of it. I didn't change anything. I've just put it as seconds, so you can have your time displayed like this on your lock screen. Flame is a well-known tweak which enables easy manipulation with your repos. So when you want to add a repo, you can add it here, but you get this thing, which is batch mode or normal mode. Normal mode means that you will add one by one, but batch mode means that you can add, if you copy it from a text, then you can have 10 repos at the same time added to your Cydia, which is great. Another thing that this offers is you have this icon on the top left corner, so you can export the tweak list, sources list, and everything for later on if you have to re-jailbreak, or I don't know, you have to do something. So in order not to forget which tweaks and sources you had installed, I suggest Flame Tweak. Another great tweak for your dock, and this one enables iPad dock style for all devices. You can have many different customizations, number of dock icons, you can have those recent apps shown, so you can have one or more apps, suggested apps, etc. So this is how it looks like. You can even invoke it by swiping up like this, and it dynamically changes the size of these applications, shows you the first 5 that are always there, and plus the most recent one, which in my case is settings. The following actually 3 tweaks that I want to show are used on the older devices. So here I have iPhone 6s Plus, jailbroken with Uncover on 13.5. So the tweak is called Gestures 13, which basically gives you the option to use the gestures as if you have the iPhone 10 and newer devices. So you can swipe up like this, you can invoke your switcher like this, you operate like you would normally operate with any iPhone 10, 11, 11 Pro, etc. So as a replacement, I can also suggest from the big boss Gestures i11 and HalFiPad. So you can test 3 of them and choose which one fits you the best. HideDots is a simple tweak which there are no any special settings. It just removes those dots here. Also, it can be done by other tweaks like Artemis or Springtomize or whatever. But if you don't want to install those tweaks which have more settings, you can just install HideDock and you are ready to go. The next one is pretty simple. There are no settings. I'm just gonna say its name, HideLowPowerAlert. So as the name suggests, when your battery comes to 20 or whatever you set, there will be no low power alert, which I kind of like and I highly recommend. So the next tweak is called HotspotQR. So HotspotQR, what it does, it gives you the option when you turn on your hotspot here, you can generate a QR code. You don't have to give them your password and so you save a little bit of time. So they just scan this code and they can join your personal hotspot network. So this is HotspotQR. The following tweak deals with Instagram. So it's called Instagram No Ads. Very self-explanatory. So you will have no ads on your Instagram account. So there is no settings again. There is nothing that you need to know or set up. Just install the tweak and it works. The next one is iPad bar 13. So this tweak is for older devices, devices without the notch like this one, 6s Plus. So once you install it, you get these options and these settings here on your device. So you can see this order of icons is the same as the new iPads. So this is iPad bar 13 and it works pretty nice on 13.5 software. The next tweak is Keyboard Accio. Keyboard Accio basically deals with your keyboard, of course, and it enables you to use, if you have more than 2 keyboards installed, it enables you to exchange only between the first 2, which you use most often. So I have, as you can see, I have 4 keyboards, English, Serbian, and then other Serbian and emoji. So once I do this, I'm just gonna go through Serbian and then English, Serbian and English, those most frequently used. I don't have to rotate and go through all of these until I reach emojis. Here, I reach emoji only when I press hard and then I go to, to this section here. So this is Keyboard Accio. The next tweak is Low Power Do Not Disturb or LowPowerDND. This tweak, once you enable it, immediately when you have do not disturb turned on, you will see that your low power mode is also on. So I have it now, do not disturb, and you see that low power mode is on. When I do this, okay, it's not gonna go back, but when I do this, you see it's automatically turned on. So maybe the developer can update this. Okay, this is a suggestion, but anyway, it's very good once you do it, so you can save your battery. The next tweak is Messenger no ads. Same as Instagram no ads. As you can see here, I don't have any ads as usual in your Messenger app. So this is very cool application, very cool tweak for hiding the ads in this application. Next tweak is NextUp 2. This tweak deals with your music apps, and it basically shows you what is the next song coming up after the one you're listening to. It covers all the music apps out there, and it gives you the option to have a trial version for 5 days, try it, and then you can buy it if you prefer. So it's kind of cool. Let's just test it and play a song and see what it does. As you can see, it gives you the option for the next song, so you can see what is the next song. If you don't like it, you can change it. You can play something else. So this is NextUp 2. Next one is PredictionShortcuts. So instead of having prediction text on your keyboard, you will have few shortcuts. So I've selected 3 shortcuts: copy, cut, and paste, which I use the most. Pay attention that if you have more than 3 buttons, you need to install a tweak more predict. Okay, so I didn't want to do this, so I just need 3 of them. What this tweak does, you go to your when you send a message, as you can see, I typed something, and then immediately after the word, I have these 3 shortcuts written here instead of predictive text. So you want to just copy and then paste. So it just gives you this option to have more convenient buttons for certain shortcuts. Next tweak is a well-known tweak called RealCC. As you all know, once you disable any of these buttons, Wi-Fi or Bluetooth or hotspot, it usually disables it for 1 day, and then tomorrow it's re-enabled. RealCC just does the following very simple thing which existed before. So it can disable your Wi-Fi or whatever you choose, for good, until you want to re-enable it again. So I kind of like this, if I wanted to enable it, I'm going to enable it manually. So this is RealCC. Rhino is the next tweak, and it's kind of useful for Instagram users. And basically the main feature which I like it is this option here, where you can download the pictures or images from Instagram in their full resolution. So once you download it, it's just gonna download to your camera roll, and you can save it for future reference. This is Rhino. The next tweak is again given to me by one of the subscribers, one of the people who commented on my previous videos. Big shout out to the user, and it's called Rofi. Rofi is the free tweak which gives you the option to have this little side menu as a shortcut for your most frequently used apps if you need them. You just tap anywhere and you can remove it. So again, oh my god. Anyway, let's try it again to show you how it, okay, I just need to get it right. So this is Rofi, and it's kind of very useful tweak. You can have more tweaks here, you can have more, or you can scroll them, etc. The next tweak is called Safari Features. So this is one of the few tweaks which enables more features for your Safari. Also, there is another one which I showed previously, but it's not on Big Boss repo. It's called Safari Plus, which gives even more functionality to your Safari. But this one is pretty neat because it gives you a few options which I like, and especially if you have a bigger screen. So you see they use iPad style based these tabs, so you can go through the tabs quickly and they look kind of nice. When you do this, oops. So you see how the switcher looks like between different tabs. So it's kind of nice and different than the regular one. So is another nice tweak which minimizes the space on your apps, especially those apps which have that white thing down there. And as you can notice, the Cydia option here with Cydia sources, changes and installed tweaks, it's much thinner than it usually is, and this is thanks to the SAW tweak. Also, if you go to any other app, it will reduce this amount of space that usually exists between the names of the apps and then the bottom of your phone. The next tweak is pretty self-explanatory. Spotlight less. Try saying this 10 times fast. Spotlight less 11, that's the actual name of the tweak, removes the spotlight. So as you can see, I can do this from the top and no spotlight will come out, which is good. And even if you want to go to the left, you cannot. So for those of you who don't see any good use of spotlight or those tabs on the side or widgets, you can just install Spotlight less 11 and you can get rid of it. Following tweak is called status folder, and the only thing this tweak does, it gives you this status bar. It stays there active. You can see the time, you can see the battery, you can see Wi-Fi, etc. When you go to certain folders. Without this tweak, everything is blurry, so you cannot see this. So if you prefer to have these things visible all the time, install this tweak. Similar to the previous one, status switcher tweak. Again, instead of having everything blurry at the end, once you initiate the switcher, you can still see the time and all those elements of your status bar. So this is status switcher. The following tweak works with your settings. It's called stick around. So stick around, what does it do? You can select any setting, any option here from the settings segment, and you can swipe to the left and you can see this yellow thing and it says pin. Once you click on it, okay, pinning behavior. So it will go up. So it will go to the top for your easy access. So this is stick around. Swipe for more is a tweak that works amazingly on 13.5 and it works with Cydia. So instead, if I want to remove some of the tweaks, usually I need to go here and then I need to modify and then remove, reinstall, whatnot. So with swipe for more, you just swipe and then you get extra option. Queuing for uninstallation, queuing for reinstalling, just reinstalling, and just, removing the tweak immediately. So this is swipe for more. The next one is a very simple one, and it's my all-time favorite still. It's just tap lock free tweak. Instead of fast LS with one tap, which sometimes you can make a mistake, accidentally tap, but twice it's tap lock. So still old school tap lock. The following two tweaks deal with Cydia. One is tweak count 2, which shows you the number of your installed tweaks. Sorry about this. So as you can see, it here shows you how many packages you have installed. So for the purposes of this video, I'm using like 100 packages and my iPhone still hasn't broken down. So iPhone Pro 11 Pro Max is a beast. So you cannot install too many tweaks to kill it. So I have 100 packages installed, and this is what this tweak does. The second one just gives you the option to show you, it's not just, it's very important. So it gives you these green ticks, which is tweak compatible. Tweak compatible shows you which of these tweaks are compatible with the latest iOS. So these tweaks are, these three on this page are currently verified that they work properly on iOS 13.5. Doesn't mean that these doesn't work, but they haven't been tested. Or, especially when you see this question mark, it means that it hasn't been tested, so it's not really verified yet. If you have a little X, it means it doesn't work. The next tweak is self-explanatory, deals with your Twitter account. So it's called Twitter No Ads. Similar like you have with Instagram or you have with your, what did I show earlier? Messenger, yes. You have these tweaks which disable the ads on your Twitter feed. The next one, I like it. It's very nice, and it's called Unlock Sound. Listen to this. Remember this? So it was the old iPhones. So it gives you the option to have this unlock sound. And you can even change these sounds. You can have many different sounds when you unlock your device. Okay, but again, I prefer the default one. So it gives you this option when you unlock your device. Pretty neat. The next tweak is this cool tweak. It's called vinyl. So vinyl gives you this nice look for your lock screen when your music is playing. So it gives you this rounded look with very few options to change, like play, next, and the previous song. But it's very minimalistic and I like it. So this is vinyl. The following two tweaks, and the last one I'm gonna finish with them, are dealing with Wi-Fi. One is Wi-Fi Passwords, old tweak, free tweak, which only gives you the option to store and show your previously connected Wi-Fi network. So it shows you the passwords. You don't have to, you can export them, you can copy them, you can save them for later preference. So, you know, when you connect to Wi-Fi, the iPhone doesn't show you exactly the password. Next time you want to connect, for example, with another phone or somebody else's phone, you cannot share it. With Wi-Fi passwords, you can. The next and the final one is called Wi-Fi QR. So similar to HotspotQR, you go to your Wi-Fi settings, you go to your Wi-Fi and you share this Wi-Fi. So again, you get a QR code for easy sharing with anyone you prefer. So thank you guys for seeing my video. I hope it's not too long. I tried to keep it short. And let me know what you think of these comments, of these tweaks. So as I said, these are all working and tested on 13.5 iOS, jailbroken with Uncover 5.0.1, and they are tested on iPhone 11 Pro Max, and they are working fine, and we have them so far over 50. So please let me know what you think, and see you in the next video.